welcome to stringsavvy.com, violin lesson number 7. In lesson number 6, we went over proper posture, some starting form for playing with the bow, as well as how to make clean string changes. Before you move on, I do highly recommend that you go back and review lesson number 6 just one last time. If you're ready, then let's go. Alright, as we begin, we're going to be playing number 47, which is bow on the D string. So assume your box position. We're going to be playing with just the upper half of our bow. That's going to be from the middle point up to the tip and then back to the middle. Bow on the D string. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure that all your string changes are clean and smooth. You don't want to have choppy back and forth. And also watch to make sure that your last note isn't forced either. A lot of people tend to make that mistake. They think, oh, I'm done now, and rip their bow away. But you want to have a nice, clean ending. Another important part is to make sure that we are only hitting one string at a time, as we covered in the last video. So that's something you want to make sure you're watching out for as well. So for number 48, we're going to be using the lower half of the bow. We're going to demonstrate that. So from the middle point to the frog or furrow, and then back up to the middle again. Remember, you're going to have to bring your elbow up a little bit and then come back down as you move through the motion here. Back to your box. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also pay attention that you make sure you're not overplaying your notes and bleeding into the rests. The rests are going to be quiet time. So number 49, raise and lower, has to do with the technique we covered last week called stop and set. If you remember, that was when we were playing a note on the D string, stop our bow, switch strings, stop, set. So on raise and lower, we have 4 A's and we have 4 rests. So during that time, we're going to spend that setting our bow to the D string by raising our elbow, and then likewise back to the A string, we lower our elbow. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Raise our arm to the D string, make sure it's set, and 1, 2, lower arm, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now as we move on through 50 to 52, they slowly take away these rests until we have 2 rests, then 1 rest, and then no rests. So let's look at number 52. Not only do we have no rests, but we also have a bow lift before a repeat. So let's play it together. Make sure you are spending time or moving slow enough where you can stop and set the bow. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 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 and 4 and. Great. Now for added practice on number 53, you can go ahead and add a bow lift and repeat to that one as well. Okay, now before we move on, I want you to pause the video and look at page 18. I want to make sure you can confidently go through and name every note on this page. So go ahead and pause the video right now, I'll wait. Okay, so now that we're done, we're going to cover shoulder pizzicato. So we've done pizzicato on the guitar hold. We're now going to move to the shoulder pizzicato. So with the violin on your shoulder, you're going to take your thumb, you're going to put it right here on the edge of the fingerboard, and then use your index finger to pluck. So find your third finger tape, and we're going to play Let's Read G, number 54. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, 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 rest. G, 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 rest. G, 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 rest. Now it's very important to watch your wrist, like I said before. You don't want to have it going too far in any direction. You don't want this. You certainly don't want your violin drooping down. And you don't want to be squeezing or having flat fingers. All your fingers should be curled. You can see this way as I'm playing here. And they're very agile in that way. If they're squeezing or they're flat, chances are you're going to have much more difficulty. On the D major scale, we are going to be using the whole bow, or marked as WB, in any music if you were to write it in. And the reason why I'm showing you each of these in the video kind of randomly is just so you have an idea of how each of them work. Because part of our assignment this week is going to be playing each of these songs with the upper half, the lower half, and the whole bow. Something very important with all of these is to make sure we're holding our notes long enough. When we pluck, we count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so we might get stuck in this thought process thinking that the note is 1 and just ends there without the and. If you play with the bow the same way, it sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's not what we want. We want to make sure all of our quarter notes do hold out for their full duration, their full time. So as we count out loud, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We don't change bow directions or stop moving our bow until we have hit a new number. So one more time, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Very important that you practice this. Okay, so number 64, using the whole bow. We're going to take it slow, and we'll play together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when you're at the top of the scale, you can check to make sure you're in tune by playing it against your open string below it. If they are in tune, it should sound like one note. If they're not in tune, you can tell the difference.